The WWC, what the world is watching.
It's time to go through black market and rethink how you're spending that cash. Let's get into it.
600 plus days of last war grinding, battle spawn, lessons learned, strategies mastered. When we talk, you level up. Welcome to the Warzone Wrecking Crew.
Welcome everybody to the WWC. QB18 here, and we are going to talk about black market. You know, black market is one of those things that comes up. I get more questions in regards to black market, the value, should I buy it, should I not buy it? And it's for good reason. If you're free to play low spend, you only get a certain amount of cash. You can't just click the plus arrow and buy the packs like other people do, maybe mid spend or even high spenders for sure. You want to make sure you're getting the most value. And what I'm hoping to do here is change how your outlook is on the game of when you talk about value. You can fill your shopping cart with a bunch of items, right? Or you can fill your shopping cart with a couple valuable items. And what I'd like to do is reshape how you look at these easy items that the game gives you to upgrade and how you're able to upgrade, and then the hard items that you hardly get any of. And there's a big difference in that, because when you have black market, this game can nickel and dime all your money away, where you're getting 100 here and you look at it and you say, oh, that's only 10. This goes for 27, 20, 30 days. It goes a long time. So when you start going 10 here, 10 there, 60 here, 60 there, that starts adding up to your cash and you can't refill it. So whenever you get it, you need to make sure it counts. So my goal is not to have you end up with the most amount of items. My goal wouldn't be for you to say, I saved the most and got all these items. My goal would be for you to come away with only a handful of items that are hard and difficult for you to acquire in the game, that actually push the power of your account in the opportunity that you have right now. I just came out with another video released where it goes through a lot of these easy upgrades, medium upgrades, hard upgrades. You can watch that before this, and I think it'll better understand why I say some of the things I'm saying here and what you're buying. So let's look at some of these items. They're all listed here: free, discount, and regular. And I'm not going to, even though it says free, I'm still going to talk about them like they're purchase items, just so you can better understand how I would view the items through a lens of free to play, low spending, as you're going through the black market. Okay. Choice chest. This is $30 in the glittering event. This is an amazing value for you. $30 that you can use because it's a choice. You get to pick where your chip chest is. The chips are so valuable. They're so important, and you know how hard they are to get. Anytime that you can get yourself a chip chest, I know typically when they're in here as far as regular items, they're expensive. But anytime you can get a choice chest, you really have to take that seriously, even if you're using all of your black market cash. Any deco, and I will say any deco that's an actual deco piece that's in this event is worth its weight in gold. It is any deco you can get is so powerful because it takes forever. You know how long it takes you to get deco as a free-to-play low spender. You know it. Those gold chests don't happen very often. So anything you can get that's a good, that is a deco piece, you should be getting. They're usually around $800, I think, like $8 of value here. Way more when you think about it. It costs 150 universal deco just to get one piece. So you can just imagine, I think in this it charges 500 for 50 universal. Now 50 universal basically is saying it's 1,500 for one gold piece if you got enough universal. I understand you can buy whatever you want with the universal. However, this is a little different than the drone chips. You need to really lift up the majority of your gold deco anyway. It has value to it for you to continue to push through it. As opposed to your chip chest, you may not ever get to your third team. So lifting your random chip on your chip on one of the teams, you may not ever use that chip on there. So big difference between Deco Universal and the Choice Chip Universal. So I love any Deco that you can get here as a solid piece. Shards you get all the time. No need to use your money on. I know this is really a controversial topic right now for exclusive weapons. We've seen free-to-play people that are pushing T1 to 30s. We see others that are struggling. How are you spreading them around? Are you putting them on T2? Are you using them for T3 heroes? The game is giving you more and more and more as we progress, especially past Season 5. But I know, listen, I've heard the people. It's still difficult to get. And if you needed to use a universe, I think it's going to cost around 60 or so in here. I totally understand if you want to get one piece. The 5, typically when you have to pay for it, it's 500, which is going to be in the shop. It's the $5 item. No, you know how I feel about this. You grow it in your base. No, do not spend your black market cash on any of it. Ever. Leave it alone. Skill medals. I know they are valuable. They are hard to get. I mean, they are hard to lift up those heroes because you need so much of it. Don't. Arms race. I don't buy skill medals. You don't buy skill medals, right? You don't get them in black market either. I want you to just use the arm race and go through there. Again, bond badge. God, is this important. Anytime you get the opportunity to get a bond badge, get it. Get the bond badge. It is worth it. They are so hard to get, and from a value perspective, 10 bond badges is $50 in the weekly store. Probably around half that in the bounty event, but even if it was half that, that's still 50 being offered, let's say at $25 to $30 for 10. You can just imagine it's incredibly expensive for you to try to lift that bond rating for your Overlord up, and it's worth it. Cores. I would recommend cores. It's one of the things that I'll get into. It's actually when they offer 1 or they offer 5. It's one of the things that I actually think is worth it. And I skipped this on purpose because I wanted to compare it to these. The training certificates here, you require right now at my level, it's around 240 to push the special training higher. It gets very high and needs a lot to get there. So if I need 240, let's say you need 150, let's say you need 100. What is 2 doing for you? And that's only got 1 level to get that and the special training. Like you're going to be able to push. Maybe it's three levels, and then it comes back around and asks you for it again. I would say stay away from the training certificates. You don't need them. You'll get them here and there. The special training is not a priority for you. T11s are. So any chance you can get the cores, I would. Stay away. Stay away. I know, controversial subject again. If you have to buy it, you find it difficult to obtain sometimes. But guys, you have gold zombies and do stamina for free. The black market cash should go to something that you can't acquire. Like you can't. Like, is there a difference between gold and gold deco? Is there a difference between that? Yes, come on. Gold deco you never get. Gold zombies you can kill. So again, I understand how you jump at it, but take a step back. No for the speed ups. No for diamonds. No for universal RSS, and no for experience. And again, I'm going to tell you, I know some of you are having problems. I saw even for professional experience and moving things up. During next season, I will help you. I will show you how. I don't even know what season 6 for me is going to be, but I'm telling you there will be opportunities to improve my experience and where I can farm it. And I will highlight those to make sure that you can get those. But please, don't bother with the professional experience. You will have an opportunity to get it for free during the season, and a lot of it. Okay, so here we come back to the discount items. We'll go through here. Again, for most part, doesn't matter for me the price. If it's a random chip, I don't want you spending $1,500. It's a discount. It's a good deal to get a chip. Yes, but what happens when this random chip goes on your 3rd team that you're never going to use? Let's say you're an air team. You have air, and you have tank, and you have missile. And let's say they throw that chip on the missile. What did that do for you? What did that increase your power? How did that help in any way, shape, or form for you over the next year or 2 years if you're a free-to-play low spender? Think of it more that way, not just the value, and it's a perfect example of something that I wouldn't do for yourself. I just said it. Choice chest. Any chance you get, $3,000, outstanding price for you to get it. It's $30. It's $30 in the glitter event right now. $30 here, but for you, you don't get to purchase it. You don't get to spend that $30 normally, so it is worth the value. Deco, any Deco, take it. It's good. It's great for you. No, Obviously it's up to you. A 60, it is a good price. If you want to average it out and you need exclusives and you're looking at your team, you can't get enough, and you really have that hardcore feeling about it, good. I will just say, you can get them in Sledge, you get them in Robbing. The game is giving you more opportunities to get exclusives here and there, but if you're still struggling, I know to get to 30, it takes an awful lot when you're not spending. So I hear you. So if you need to get it, it is your black market cash. It is something that I can see either way on. And saying, yeah, go ahead. It's both a value, and I know it's valuable for you to push heroes to 30. Yes, gold deco box. Yes, and yes. Don't care. It's random. Anytime you can get gold deco, anytime you can get bond. Yes, for the cores. Again, the difference between this and the training certificates, 5 cores, moving a level in T11 is only at 40. That means it's giving you 25% to push 2%. It's giving you 25% of the opportunity to push the cores for your T11s by 2%. That's worth it. That's worth it. Like, go and take that, because you need to push those T11s. No, for obvious reasons we talked about, no. Yeah, so blueprints, right? Blueprints is an item that is it's kind of goes when it comes to regular gold blueprints. I have it in my list as medium, not hard. You need 1,000 of them. You need a lot of them. You can never get enough blueprints. Blueprints are always worth it. I kind of put this in the same category, a little bit escalated more than exclusive. I actually see why you would take a pass on it, because it's 600. 600 is a big chunk of your free to play budget. Honor points will get you 50 a month. So going and get you 1 blueprint here and 1 blueprint there, is it worth it? Yeah, it is. But at the same time, if I had to pick for you what I'd rather have you have, a skill chip or a print, I would pick the skill chip. You know why? Because for skill chips, you get offered that every month with your honor points, you can get 50 of them. The skill chips, you're hardly ever getting the ones that you want to pick. You got to get that gold material. You know how hard it is to get the gold material when you're free to play. So blueprints go in the category of, yes, I think gear is the most important thing for you to get in the game. So I understand if you need the prints and you're looking for it, it's not a bad thing. I just think you need to look at it as it's a lot of black market cash for you to spend on 1 blueprint. That's all. Gears, stay away. You can get these gears. There's many different ways to get drone parts in the game. You don't need to do it here with your black market cash. We know a million different ways to do that. Let's move on to Deco. Universal Deco here for 30. Typically, I will actually tell you no on the Universal Deco. I've said no to the Alliance Shop Deco, because that is like 5,000 diamonds or something for 50. It's something outrageous. Whatever it is, I say stay away from it in that Alliance Shop. I will actually say, though, there's nothing wrong with 30 for 200 black market cash. I would recommend you doing it. Averaging the money out, you could get 1 gold piece for 800. So really, when you think about it, that's 4 times this. That would be 120. So if you can get 4 of these for 800, you'd almost be to a universal to get whatever you wanted. So 30 for 200 is a good price. It's a good way to go ahead and spend that money for yourself. Speaking of gold deco, here's a box for 600. I would take it. Again, deco, hard for you to get. Good thing. No, just stay away. No. Even these, by the way, I don't even do this for myself. For the skill medals, I'm able to buy a lot of stuff, and I'm able to get black market cash and pay for it. I would not buy the skill medals with it. It's just the gorilla. They give you gold. They give me the skill medals here and there. I upgrade from time to time. I don't really pay anywhere for the skill medals. I'm not interested. The Overlord skills are really not a concern on my list. Nope. Again, same thing we talked about, and no again for this. So let's go to the regular items and finish up our conversations. Blueprints. So 4,000 again. Blueprints for you. You need blueprints. 5 is a good chunk. It is a premium here for you to be able to get this. I would, again, it's a balance here of, are you going to spend your wad? If I had a choice for what you spent it on, I would rather have you get the choice chip than the 5 blueprints. because of the rarity it is to a free-to-play player. You have them in the honor shop. You get blueprints. Now, you don't get a lot of them. You don't get enough of them. So if you choose to go blueprints and choose to upgrade your gear, I don't think you've made a poor choice. It's not like I feel the same way as I do about ore and gear, everything else that's given in this game to you for free and often. Blueprints obviously aren't given to you often. So if it's the way you choose to go, so be it. But I actually would prefer choice chip with that black hierarchy cache if you can get it. Stay away from the shards. You have many different ways to get shards at this point in the game, and slow roll it. Listen, the gorilla comes out between Season 2 and Season 3. That means we are now in Season 5. We're in the post-Season 5. That there's not another Overlord that came out, which means all the Overlord shards that you're collecting, free-to-play players, are at least at level 5 right now from all the free ones that they've collected. You can only get to level 7. They're already at level 5. Everybody else paid to get their gorilla to level 7. That means free-to-play players are catching up on the paid players at this point. And that's for free, not from going and spending their black market cash on the shards when they have it. Light spenders, you already know you get a better deal when you do the monthly gorilla overshard. I would highly recommend you doing that over spending your black market cash here because it's just a better deal. Stay away. Yeah, and again, nickel and dime. There's just no mean you could throw that 400 to something else. Throw that 400 to exclusive, which I know is harder for you to get. You're trying to rate. You need so many of these that you need to get these exclusive weapons on your battle report every time. The exclusive weapons are more important than your Overlord. So I would say push those to level 30. You got 5 of them to push. You got one Overlord. You got 5 different heroes that you're trying to push to level 30. And then you have other 2 teams that you can go to after that. So it's the $5 deal. Not a bad deal. I do think you get them other places, but again, it's your money. Here's a skill chip choice. This is a pick of the letter right here. You get the pick. I love it. 4,000. Don't care if the other one was 3,000 in the bargain. I would pay the 4,000 as well. Choice is great. Random chip, not as good. We've talked about it. Yes, no. Actually, I would say no for Valor. What are you going to do with 50 Valor? 500 is going to use a bulk of your cash, and you need like 2,000 Valor to push anything like decent as you go through Mastery and advanced things. You're going to get other Valor in other places. 50 isn't going to be a game changer for you for power when you can acquire Valor in other places. So no, I say don't do it. Again, this is the 50 for 500. I would say no. Based on that deal, you would need 1,500 to get one universal. Although it's Deco and you're thinking, oh, I say yes to Deco all the time, right? No, not when it comes to universal. I'd rather have the one gold piece for 800 than I would to have this. Even this is giving you one piece for 1,000. I need 1,500 to make this one piece. No, I would pass. I would pass on the gears. You get plenty of those, plenty of speed ups, plenty of ore. Nope, and nope. You get it free in other places and everywhere. So I hope this helps you a little bit. It's more looking through the lens of how I would operate if I were a free-to-play or low spender, knowing that these rare items that really push my power and push my account, I have a hard time getting. And the black market cash that comes in, even if I can only get one, if you're going to give me a bucket of ore or some speed ups or some skill medals or whatever, and I can get a bunch of that stuff and collect all of that, I'm going to get further with my skill chip than I am all the other items I can collect. That's how I would be looking at black market cash. If you're a light spender, you can really amplify this. If you're going to spend it all, I doubt black market cash, if you're a light spender, is where you're going to be spending your money when you can get the monthly deals that are just as good. Like, I would get the monthly stuff. We've talked about it. The weekly passes are really good, especially for the drone parts, where you can get 100 for what is it, $5? You can get 100, or is it $20? You can get 100 of them in a month. So that's long-term looking at where you can get your drone parts on the regular for a decent price if you're a light spender or a mid spender. Okay. Hopefully that's helped. Love to hear your comments in the chat and how this strategy works out for you. QB18 out.